Hey guys, it's RockTheJake and welcome to the top 10 movies of 2016.
Number 10.
The Shelter music video. The reason that this is on the list is because it's technically a short film, because it does have dialogue and it does have a narrative structure, and I believe that all this really complements the song well. I've loved the song ever since it first came out, and this short film really feels like it does the song justice.
Number 9.
Risen. The reason why this one is on the list is because it tries so hard to tell a really good Christian story, and it actually succeeds in my opinion. It's not hammy, it's not over the top, the acting is really good, the settings are great, the casting is very good. It's not a bunch of white British people trying to play Middle Eastern people. It feels very authentic, and I love the fact that this movie really tries, and I love that.
Number 8.
Pete's Dragon / The Jungle Book. The reason that both of these share a slot is because while the stories and the styles of these movies are different, I feel like they both do the same job of rebooting old Disney stories in a new modern way that works extremely well. I really like the epic feel of Jungle Book, and I also really like the smaller scaled down indie feel of Pete's Dragon. I feel like both these movies succeed very well in what they do, and I look forward to more of what these directors do with hopefully more Disney franchises that could use a reboot.
Number 7.
Deadpool. What can I say about the movie? It was such a fun film to watch, and the fact that it did so well at the box office gives a lot of us hope for more mature superhero movies, whether that be mature funny or mature serious.
Number 6.
Moana. With a great story, really fun music, and an extremely good lead character, I think Moana is probably my favorite Disney princess so far because she feels strong, but she also feels fairly human. I really enjoyed this movie, and I'm glad so many others have as well.
Number 5.
The Birth of a Nation. This movie was a really hard movie to watch, especially during the times that we live in, but I feel like that makes it even more pertinent to watch. I applaud the filmmakers for being so brave to tell such a hard story, and I really feel that when people go to see this, hopefully they come out with more understanding and clarity of what it was like back then.
Number 4.
Rogue One, a Star Wars story. While the beginning of the movie I still feel is pretty weak, the rest of the film gets better and better, and the hype that surrounds the climax and the end of the story is phenomenally awesome. This is yet another great addition to the Star Wars franchise.
Number 3.
Arrival. The film has a fairly simple story, but because of that it really allows the film to explore and execute the ideas in the story extremely well. And Amy Adams does a great job as the lead character in this movie.
Number 2.
Captain America: Civil War. This is by far the best Marvel movie to date. And I know that's probably going to change in the upcoming years, but right now, as of 2017, Civil War is the best Marvel movie to come out in a while. Not just because of the great story and the difficult ideas it tries to bring up, but because we got Black Panther and freaking Spider-Man. That was amazing. And now for some honorable mentions. Kung Fu Panda 3. Even though I really love this movie, in retrospect, it feels weird in the timeline of sequels because I feel like, as a whole, it's a better sequel to number 1 than 2 was. Keanu. I love this movie because it tries to tell an entertaining and funny story first, and then add the jokes in as it comes, rather than the other way around. The Accountant. This is probably one of the more satisfying films I saw this year as far as a writing perspective. Things get set up in the beginning and in the middle, and then as it keeps going, everything gets brought in to a really satisfying conclusion, and I love that. Hacksaw Ridge. This is an incredibly inspiring tale about a real-life hero who showed that not all wars are won through violence alone. Doctor Strange. While the story of the movie is only good, the great acting and the really awesome visuals really help support this movie and make it a really fun event to watch, especially on a big screen. Kubo. This movie had a really interesting story coupled with really great visuals and good voice acting, but overall it didn't really feel as epic as it could have been, and so that's why it's only an honorable mention.
Number 1.
A Monster Calls. I had a hard time trying to figure out what my top movie of the year was until I saw this one. After having seen it, I knew that immediately this was my favorite film of 2016 because it earns the right to make the audience cry. And when I say cry, I mean I wept in the theater at the climax. This movie is so touching, and I feel like it's one of the most important family films to come out in a while that deals with death and truth and acceptance. This is a must-see for anybody who loves film and anybody who's looking for a really good cry. Thank you so much for watching my top 10 movies list. If you like it, share it around and comment below what some of your favorite movies were from last year. Check out my channel for more fun videos and have a great day.